Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Wednesday, the 18th of December. Vanuatu's death toll from yesterday's 7.3 earthquake is expected to rise, with Red Cross so far reporting 14 deaths and at least 200 people injured. New Zealand sending 34 fire and emergency search and rescue personnel today, who could stay up to a fortnight. UNICEF estimates 14,000 children will need assistance. World Vision Vanuatu's Clement Chipakolo told Sky News things are dire.
There are still lots of people that are trapped under the rubble. So this is an active search and rescue mission that's still ongoing, and we still pray that we should have some people recovered alive.
The Prime Minister says all Kiwi embassy staff are safe. Chris Luxon says there are also a number of tourists.
We have about 70 New Zealanders that are registered with Safe Traveller program, and we ask them to continue to follow the advice from the officials. We expect that to rise.
Erica Stanford says redress for Lake Alice torture survivors is independent of future redress for abuse and care. The minister in charge has announced a one-off payment for people tortured at the hospital in the 1970s. They can take a speedy payment of $150,000 or apply to be independently assessed. Stanford says it's separate from wider redress.
The advice that I've received is that we are the first country in the world to acknowledge the torture of children and provide something like this as recognition for their suffering.
The Attorney-General says she is disgusted after a district court judge reportedly disrupted a New Zealand First Christmas party next to an event she was attending. It's alleged Emma Aiken yelled and swore at leader Winston Peters last month at Auckland's Northern Club. Her husband, Dr David Gawler, allegedly also berated Minister Casey Costello about smoke-free laws. Judith Collins says she's writing a complaint to the Judicial Conduct Commissioner.
I think it's very serious behaviour. Whether or not he sees it the same as me, it's not what I expect from a member of the judiciary. Privileged positions, we don't expect that.
An urgent plea to ensure 15 recommendations in a review of early childhood education doesn't lower standards. Its goal was simplifying and modernising regulations. But the Kindergartens Association worries private centres will use it to drive down quality and reduce teachers' pay. Spokesperson Amanda Colston says some centres set up as businesses but have no experience.
You've got this whole lobby of people that have very little idea of the issues in the provision of high quality early childhood education that are dominating the sector.
The ACT Party won't keep pushing to remove trading restrictions on Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Politicians have toppled a bill today in a conscience vote, 74 to 49. Bill sponsor MP Cameron Luxton says it arises as an issue every year, but he's stepping away.
The arguments which I've just heard in the House opposed to it, I don't think that there was enough engagement with the ideas, perhaps.
To sport. Kiwi cruiserweight boxer David Nika has accepted a surprise call-up to fight Jai Opetaia for the IBF World title on the Gold Coast, fighting on just 3 weeks' notice after the Australian champion's original opponent suffered a broken ankle. Former All Blacks David Kirk and Kevin Mealamu are among the 8 candidates ratified to form the new NZR board in the new year. Former Otago board chair Rowena Davenport has been rejected by the provincial unions. And all-rounder Mitchell Satner's promised to be inclusive and calm as the Black Caps' new white ball captain. I'm Raylene Ramsey. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.